So here we have a Tsuba sword guard. They're beautiful. I have a couple here that are decorated. These are works of art. I can't explain it any other way. They can take weeks and months to complete. Here's one that's made of alloy and copper and gold by Ford Hallam. So you can see he's adding the copper and a little bit of gold into this urn here. And he heats it in a crucible. The metals are heated. Once it's molten, they're poured into warm water to cool down. And then as it cools, it forms an ingot that he can work with now. He hammers it down. Sometimes these are made of copper. Sometimes they're made of silver. Here he is hammering it into a flat disc. You can see the hands of this master artist are very worn. There it is, making sure it's flat. Now he's tracing it with a template to mark the outline of the Tsuba sword guard in whatever shape that he desires. He cuts it out with a fret saw into the shape that he wishes. Tons of work. Then he prepares a tar here that he sticks the sword guard to, heats it up so that he can work with it and mold it and hammer it without it sliding around. Here he is putting a piece of pure copper in, which is the shape of the tea bowl, which is what he wanted to put in. And he puts a line around it. You can see he's hammering these little chisels. He creates a little lip to hold the tea bowl into place. Look at all this work. He carves out a recess in which the bowl can be placed. Here he is intricately sliding it in. Look at this detail. It's incredible. Then you have to hammer it in. Now he's putting a lip around the edge to kind of melt it together. He's holding it in place. And then he's carving the tea bowl. This is just one part of the Tsuba guard. There are months more work on this. He's adding the texture with his punch. Look at this movement. So he's using the hammer. The tip of this punch is cup-shaped, so it makes nanako, which are fish eggs. And look at every one of those, thousands of them. Then the partially finished guard is cleaned using abrasive powders, so he's cleaning it off, bringing out the polish, and then he's going to use more. Puts it in some radish solution to remove all the grease. And then he dips it in salt water and copper, which brings out the patina. So now he's using chemicals. Dips it over and over again into this bowl of water. And then he's going to change the color. You can see the tea bowl becomes red. This is called shakudo, and it makes the sword black. Makes it kind of look old. This takes months to complete. A sword guard. This is just one little section. It's amazing how many months this can take. And there are a lot of videos on making sword guards out there that are just beautiful. You know, this is what I call yugen. Yugen is a Japanese phrase which is, it's an emotional response to the universe when something is too beautiful for words. And sometimes looking at these works of art, whether it's a sword or a Tsuba guard made 200-300 years ago from someone from Japan that took weeks or months to make one piece of art that is a handguard on a sword. As a sword person, a swordsman, I love this stuff, and I think a lot of you watching are in agreement that things from history kind of make us who we are today. We stand on the shoulders of giants. If I had the talent to be able to make these, I would love to be able to learn. I can use a sword, but I don't know how to make one, and that would be cool. And I just love and appreciate all of the workmanship and the craftsmanship that goes into these designs. I look at the detail and I'm just blown away. And researching the signatures, if they have them, and the size of the holes, and could there have been a Kozuka knife that could go through there. And all the different creatures of nature that they put into these is absolutely amazing to me. And I can't get enough of martial arts, not just the punching and kicking, but the overall martial arts, which is about a way of life, a way of appreciating art as part of being a martial artist. Appreciating other artists of different types is something that I find very valuable in life. Thank you for appreciating just a little part of one little section of making a sword guard, and we'll post more later and I'll show more of Ford Hallam's work. Ford Hallam lives in, I think, South Africa. He's one of the best sword guard makers out there, and he's doing work probably right now as we're watching this. He's hammering away in his studio, and he's a true master metallurgist, master craftsman, master artist. So I salute Ford for his work, trying to imitate these Japanese masters that he has dedicated his life to, as I have in the martial arts. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you like these types of videos. They're not normal, but they're enjoyable, in my opinion, to watch. I appreciate you watching me watch someone else doing work. It's fantastic to do. The internet, in some ways, is beautiful, how it can bring us all together and inspire us to go out now and create something of our own. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.